Okay, this video is going to be kind of a rant, but a little informative about Asperger's and routine and possible things that could set off into a meltdown. I can see this one's going to be tagged a lot because it's applicable. It's my news time, and our cable company is, well, they were doing it yesterday, and our news is cutting in and out and pixelated, and this is on all our channels, and I was like, okay, I can do one day. I can not have the news one day. So I was watching it today, and it's doing the same thing. In fact, it's worse. So I'm a little agitated, and not like agitated and angry. I'm just like fiending. You know, I have that shallow breathing. My eyes are darting around a lot, sort of a panicky. And I know that it breaks my routine to not have the news every day. So that's that. And I can definitely tell that if this goes on a couple more days, if the cable company's not fixing their stuff, and you know, during the news time, which this seems to be a local problem, so this should be, you know, they should know that there's going to be a lot of their customers watching it right now. And I'm not sure how local it is. I'm not sure if it's a local to my section of the city or my zip code or even my apartment complex. I'm not sure. But they should realize that, you know, there's not a lot of people that watch the news, you know, that watch TV probably between the hours of 2 and 4. Okay, probably not a lot of people doing that. I don't. There's nothing on. But, you know, and that's when I take time to get stuff done around the apartment. Because at 10 o'clock I watch The View. 11 o'clock I watch Live with Kelly, now Michael. At noon, when the roommates are up before they go to work, I watch The Chew with them, because we're all kind of interested in fancy food and whatnot. But at 1 o'clock, at least now, since some shows have ended, I don't watch anything. And I just go about doing stuff on WoW and doing stuff in the kitchen and vacuuming and doing all that stuff. And then 5 o'clock, I sit back down, bam, it's time for the news. Guess what? Not yesterday. Not today. I'm already getting, you know, and if this goes on tomorrow and I don't have the news, it's gonna get me. I'm gonna tell the boyfriend tonight about the fact that it happened again today, and I was noticing an escalation in myself. So that's that. This is, yeah, I'm noticing. Anyways, and if you've watched the other videos, you can probably tell that I'm not acting right. I'm not acting normal. And I said before, I get kind of weird when I don't get to watch the news, because it's something I do every day, every weekday. I do it on the weekends, mainly because my favorite journalists and stuff aren't there. I got the weekend crew, and unless something big happens, you know, I mean really big, like a major earthquake, or, you know, the stupid volcano is exploding somewhere, or I care about a hurricane for once. I don't usually watch the weekend news because not much happens, you know. Hopefully tonight I'll be able to watch a kind of award program, best shows on television of all time or something like that. I don't know. It comes on a little bit later, and would be kind of interesting to watch. Considering I did vote on it. Anyways, but yeah, so I'm kind of rambling, and I don't know. kind of twitchy. I've lost track of what I'm going to do. I'm starting to, like, my routine's broken, so all my set things I'm supposed to feel today are off, because 5 o'clock came around and the channel was all twitchy, and so I reserved myself to say watch one of the other news channels, because we've got 3, and it was pixelated and cutting in and out, so I went to the 3rd one, which I don't really like, but, and it was even bad, so, and occasionally, it would cut out to the out. This channel is currently unavailable. I'm like, you don't? Come on! So, I switched back to the one I like, because, you know, a blurb of something I like is better than blurb of something I don't like. But ever since the news wasn't airing, I started feeling really lonely, and I started feeling really tired, and I was getting kind of stupid. Like, I couldn't form thoughts. It took me a while. I was even nervous to make a video, because my emotions were kind of wavering. I didn't know what was going on. So I pretty much requested one of my friends from the guild come over and visit me. At this point, I don't care, you know, what happens. He's probably gonna get here and we're gonna go shopping, because I probably need to get out of the apartment, because, anyways, hopefully this is kind of an insight as to a controlled meltdown. I hate to call it that. I'm not really anywhere close to melting down, but this, you know, hopefully I can have some sort of chronological log, at least on YouTube, of, well, this happened this day, and then a couple days later this thing happened, and then come like 3 weeks from now I have a major meltdown. We can go back and figure out, oh look, these are like 7 things that contributed to it. You know, this is probably, you know, there's ratcheting it and ratcheting it and ratcheting. There's 7 times it got ratcheted, and apparently it just snapped one day. So hopefully that works. Yeah. Kind of getting spacey. Like I said, I hope I'm probably not making too terribly much sense. I think I'm just going to flat out upload this video without even watching it until it's published and all that happy jazz. So I don't have time to make any sort of changes or anything. Alright.